Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. So for my first ever YouTube video, I thought, what would be a better video idea than documenting how I created this YouTube video? So we're going to be going over the process that I used to create this channel. All of the things I'm going to talk about in this video are things that I have been learning in a class I'm taking at my college, and the class is about creative problem solving. And this video is one of the projects we have to do for the class. The first thing I needed to take into account was my own mindset while creating videos and content. The first mindset that I wanted to bring into this is called curiosity mindset. And it is literally just what it sounds like. Be curious about everything, ask all kind of questions, think things through. The next mindset that would be absolutely necessary for someone that is creating a YouTube channel is tolerance of ambiguity. And that just means that I'm not gonna have all the answers going into this, and there's going to be a lot I don't know, and I just have to learn how to deal with that, and it should make me a stronger creator. The third mindset is called divergent thinking, and it really just means be unique. Hello, divergent thinking is definitely about being unique, but you have to be unique in sort of a specific way. The main point of divergent thinking is to take an idea you had and play it out to make all these other ideas based off of this one idea, so that your one idea diverges into multiple ideas. And the final mindset is resilience in failure and rejection, and that is definitely a very necessary one for a YouTube channel, because there's going to be a lot of times where I might make videos and the algorithm doesn't like them, so people don't get to see it very much, or I get comments that are not liking my videos, things like that. So I definitely need to be able to tolerate failure and rejection. All four of these mindsets lead to growth within a person, so I hope that these mindsets will help me grow and help my channel grow from absolutely nothing to maybe having some people that enjoy it. Now I'm going to cover the tools I used to help me figure out what I wanted this channel to be and work out some of the kinks that I ran into. The first tool is called a bug list. So I made a short bug list of just, things that I would hope to rectify with creating my channel. The first bug I put on my list is when I can't find a video about the topic that I'm searching for. And then the second bug is a video that I want to watch is annoyingly political. It makes it hard to watch. And then another bug is videos that are made using AI voices. Then there's one bug that I did not put on the bug list, and this bug is when people use a lot of profanities or inappropriate language in their videos. The next step is to make a problem statement, and that is split into a few steps. The first one is to formulate an initial problem statement, and then the next one is to reframe that problem statement using a journey map. So I'll show you guys my journey map that I made. So as you can see, this is my journey map. It has a bad row, a okay row, and then a good row. And all the things I put into these rows are mainly the way I feel when the things happen to me that are placed in these rows. For example, I feel great when I find the video that I want to watch, and then I feel a little bit less great when it's overly political. And then I just feel super annoyed when the video has vulgar language or inappropriate content in it. And then I click off the video. That is my little journey map. And then you have to reframe the problem statement. So here's what my problem statement ended up being. So my problem statement says, wouldn't it be great if there were more quality YouTube channels that used appropriate language and didn't try to weave politics into everything, but instead focused on making good content? That way, people would be able to fully enjoy those videos. The next step is called landscaping, and it is split into two parts: head research and heart research. So making a YouTube channel relies a lot more on head research than heart research, so I'll mainly be going over that part in my process. The first thing I did was I watched other YouTube videos to see what kind of things worked and what kind of things didn't work. And out of all the YouTube videos I watched, I learned a few things. The first thing I learned is that I was going to need some equipment to actually make this video. I would need both hardware and software. The 3 hardware things I could think of that I would need is a camera, a mic, and a light, some kind of lighting. So, for my camera and my mic, I just used my phone and I tested out my headphones mic and it worked. You can see the test here. This is a test on how good this microphone actually is at picking up my voice. This is a test to see if it's better without it. And then for the light, I realized that I have a makeup mirror that has a ring of light all the way around it, just like a ring light. So I went over there and I tested a few settings on there, and you can see that test here. Okay, we're testing light. Once I had my hardware, I knew I would need editing software, so I went online and did a little bit of research and found that iMovie would work. Usually, head research and heart research involve interviewing people or looking at what people have said online about a certain topic. So I wasn't really able to interview a YouTuber to see how to make a YouTube channel. So I just watched some YouTube videos. Heart research usually ends with an empathy map, so I'll place a picture of one here. I was not able to use an empathy map for this project. It just wouldn't work out. There's not that much empathy things that I need to know about to make a YouTube video. The next step I learned was to make an insight statement. An insight statement is just you trying to get a general idea of what the problem actually is. So my insight statement says, I want to be able to find clean YouTube videos about fun topics to watch because I don't want to hear things that are inappropriate and or sinful. But I can't because most of the videos that I find are made by creators who don't care about those things. Most insight statements will follow this kind of format, where it's like the subject, in this case, I, the problem, the thing they want to do, and then why they want it, and then a reason why it's not working, or they can't have what they want. And that's how you try to solve that problem. And then the final step is to make a challenge question or multiple challenge questions. It's best to have multiple challenge questions to really help you try to solve this problem, and most challenge questions will come in the format of STEM, actor, action, result. And a STEM is just a question, such as, in what ways might we? So, I only did one challenge question for the purpose of this video, and here's what it says. In what ways might I create good content that will glorify God by being made with care for Him and anybody who watches my videos, while also being enjoyable for me to make, so that other people will be able to safely watch and enjoy my YouTube channel? After I had all my equipment and what I wanted my channel to do, I actually had to make a video besides this one. So what I did for that was I did a lot of brainstorming using divergent thinking and curiosity to come up with a bunch of different ideas. Now, one thing my professor said was to always avoid the first right idea. So I did. The idea I ended up coming up with will be posted alongside this video, and if I can figure it out, it will be linked under this video. It's just a short, simple video that I knew I would be able to do with the limited technology that I have. What I want for the future of this channel is to be able to just make any kind of video that covers the topics that interest me. So things like maybe Star Wars or other nerdy things. I do like nerdy things. So that's what you could expect from this channel in the future. And eventually I would even want to start maybe drawing and doing other artsy things like making jewelry and stuff like that. Maybe even going over the process of creating stories. All that sounds really fun, and I hope that is something that my viewers would be able to enjoy. With all that being said, this will be the end of my video, so please subscribe to this channel and maybe give this video a like, because I'm gonna need it starting out from nothing. And thank you for watching.